all know that an unfortunate communal violence happened in May 2023 in Manipur in one of Indian states. Many powerful leaders, forces and government forces have tried to stop this violence but all failed. This violence is mainly caused by failure of the present Indian administrative systems. Such communal violence can be caused by a complex interplay of political, social, economic, and cultural factors. While such communal violence is unique and can have its own specific causes, there are some common themes and factors that have been identified as contributing to such communal violences in various parts of the world. Here are some key factors that can contribute to the outbreak of such communal violence. Ethnic and religious differences. Divisions along ethnic, religious, or cultural lines can lead to conflict when groups feel marginalized, discriminated against, or denied their rights. These divisions can create a sense of exclusion and can escalate into violent conflict. Political instability. Weak or ineffective governments, lack of political representation, and disputes over power sharing can create an environment of instability and provide opportunities for rebel groups to challenge the state. Economic inequality. High levels of economic inequality and poverty can create grievances and frustration among marginalized populations, which can be exploited by rebel groups promising economic justice or redistribution. Authoritarian rule. Repressive and authoritarian regimes can suppress dissent, leading to resentment and the eventual eruption of violence as people seek to overthrow oppressive governments. Weak state institutions. States with weak institutions, including security forces and legal systems, may struggle to maintain control over their territories, providing opportunities for rebel groups to challenge their authority. External factors. Involvement of neighboring countries, whether through support for rebel groups or military intervention, can exacerbate internal conflicts and turn them into larger regional conflicts. Ideologies, such as communism versus capitalism or religious fundamentalism versus secularism, can drive conflict if different groups are unwilling to coexist peacefully. Lack of access to education and information. Limited access to education and information can contribute to the spread of misinformation and radical ideologies, making populations more susceptible to recruitment by extremist groups. Historical grievances. Lingering historical grievances, often rooted in past conflicts or injustices, can fuel a sense of injustice and desire for revenge, motivating groups to take up arms. Arms availability. Easy access to weapons, whether through state or non-state actors, can significantly escalate conflicts and make it easier for rebel groups to challenge government forces. It's important to note that these factors often interact and reinforce each other, making civil wars complex and multifaceted phenomena. Additionally, not all conflicts escalate into full-blown civil wars. Some may remain as localized violence or insurgencies. Every civil war is unique, and the specific causes can vary widely based on the context and history of the region in question. Stopping communal violence or civil wars is a complex and challenging task that often requires a combination of diplomatic, political, economic, and social efforts. Here are some strategies that can be employed to help stop such communal violence. Negotiation and mediation. Diplomatic efforts to bring conflicting parties to the negotiating table are crucial. Mediators, often from neutral third-party countries or international organizations, can help facilitate discussions and broker peace agreements. Ceasefires and peace agreements. Establishing and enforcing ceasefires and peace agreements can provide a framework for ending hostilities and addressing the underlying issues. These agreements should include provisions for disarmament, power sharing, and post-conflict governance. Reconciliation and healing. Promoting reconciliation processes that address past grievances and injustices can help build trust between conflicting parties and foster a sense of unity. Addressing root causes. Addressing the underlying causes of the conflict, such as economic inequality. Security sector reform. Strengthening and reforming security forces can help ensure that they serve the interests of the entire population rather than a specific group. Inclusive governance. Establishing inclusive and representative political systems can help address the grievances of marginalized groups and reduce the potential for conflict. Humanitarian assistance. Providing humanitarian aid to affected populations can alleviate suffering and contribute to stability.